All right, now to the courts. The mother of a 7-year-old AB Xuma primary school learner told the High Court sitting in Palmridge Ridge, east of Johannesburg, that she only became aware that her daughter was sexually abused while watching a television news broadcast on the incidents at that school. The mother testified that the child raised the subject during the broadcast. The mother told the court she gave her daughter medicine after she complained of pain. The girl, who was 7 years old at the time, testified that Mahlako brushed her thighs before touching her. She also told the court that Mahlako, the accused man, wiped her tears away and put his hands around her mouth to prevent her from screaming. Johannes Mahlako is facing 3 counts of rape, 11 of sexual assault. The incidents are said to have taken place during his 2017 school patrol tenure at that primary school in Soweto. The trial continues. Well, Mahlako Komane is on that story. She's been in court and joins me now. So just run us through this mother's testimony today.
Yes, Francis, the mother came after her daughter. Let me just give you a background of how the mother got to come in and give us a testimony or become a witness. What happened earlier on in the day was that her daughter had come up, and that's where we found out that she said that she had gone and told her mother first after the gentleman had been arrested. So the mother came in to come and collaborate the story of her daughter. But let me just, I think, start with what the daughter had said, and then I'll tell you what the mother said. The daughter had come in and told us that she was at the school. They were sweeping after school, and they were sweeping their classroom when the old Mahlako called her and a friend into the guard room, what is now known as the guard room, where I suppose he would then be stationed during his time at the school. And when the one child then decided that she would go to the bathroom, she said to the Mahlako that she was going to the bathroom. The child then remained. It was here where the assault, the sexual assault took place, where she told us how he had violated her using his fingers in her private parts. And she said that she had then began crying because it was painful for her. This is where Mahlako then put his hand over her mouth to stop her from, screaming, obviously making a noise, and then wiped away her tears. She then also said that when she was asked when did she tell the story, when did she make an adult aware of what had happened, she said she told the mother after Mahlako was arrested. Then the mother was called in to come in by the state, obviously, to come and give her version of events to see if they match with the daughter's. The mother came in, and then she told us that it was during one of our news broadcasts that she then saw the story, because it had been a trending story that week. I mean, the numbers were quite high in the beginning. We were sitting at about 54 learners, if you'd remember. And she had said that she had been watching the news with a friend of hers, and the daughter just kept on coming every time the clip, particularly of her school, would come. So eventually, one evening, the child just sat and started crying, and the mother said, okay, I see clearly there's a problem, come talk to me. That's when she made it known to the mother that this had happened to me.
Yeah, this shows how hard it is. Kids don't know what's going on, only sort of recognizing I should tell my mom when it's on the news, and then you have to go to court and testify. But I presume there's a lot of support around the children and the parents, hopefully.
Yes, we do know that the department had said that they had gone into the school after the story broke, and they had obviously also received support from the Teddy Bear Clinic. But it is, as you say, quite a challenging thing. These are young minds, these are fragile minds, because one of the things that we saw during, since the trial has begun, was the issue of when to tell, when not to tell, because a lot of these kids had not told this to their parents because they were saying, a lot of them actually had said that they were scared, they were afraid that they were going to get into trouble with their parents. This particular girl today, when she was asked, the mother had come in and said that her daughter told her that Mahlako had threatened to harm the mother, the younger brother, the older brother, who I think is also in the school, and also the father, if she had gone and told anybody. And there was also one particular witness as well today that she just broke down. When she was asked questions, she just started crying. So you understand the nature of this, having to relive, and it's very traumatic for young children.
So very quickly, is Gauteng education there? Because this also raises a whole lot of issues. How is this man allowed to be close to these children all the time?
Well, we're hoping that Gauteng Education may come in and have their say after the principal this week had said that there were security cameras. What we can establish is that cameras were put in after the scandal broke. I remember it was one Sunday when the MEC and his whole team came in. There was the Teddy Bear Clinic was, I remember, also there, and other social workers that deal with these type of cases. They had come in, and he had said that he would be bringing in, Yusufi had said that he would be bringing in surveillance into the school. So we're hoping that they would come and try and help us understand when these CCTV cameras were placed into the school, because the principal had then said that she was not sure how this could happen because she continuously monitors these cameras. But as far as we know, the CCTV footage, surveillance, only came in after the story was broken.
All right, so confusion, and it's an important matter to clarify. Thank you very much, Mahlako Komane, who's on that story. This was a man in charge of Scholar Patrol, the road crossings, accused of assaulting, sexually abusing a whole host of children.